What's up guys, Justin here with a pickups video, and I've definitely got some cool stuff to show you guys in this video, along with some spyglass footage that I took at the thrift stores that I'll let you guys check out a little bit later in the video. But just first, I wanted to clear something up real quick about the spyglasses. Obviously, the main reason I bought the glasses was to take them out to the garage sales with us, and it's unfortunate that I didn't end up buying a pair of glasses until the garage sales were pretty much over up here. But of course, I could use them at the thrift stores and stuff as well. But the thing about the glasses is I really want them to last. I really want to get my money's worth out of them. And after talking to Mike Gardner about the problems he had with his previous pairs and stuff, I don't want to take any chances on them. And while I'm not going to put them away all winter and not use them, I'm not going to be taking them out to the thrift stores with me every day that I go or anything like that. I'll bust them out occasionally, but I don't know how familiar most of you are with the northern winters up here, but it stays below, or significantly below freezing for at least 2 months out of the year up here, and I don't want to be taking the spyglasses out in the snow or leaving them in my freezing car or anything like that, because all that's going to do is just decrease the life of them. So like I said, I'm not going to put them away and not use them all winter, but I hope you guys aren't too disappointed that there isn't spyglass footage in every video that I upload for the remainder of the winter. But anyway, with that being said, I'm going to move on to the pickups. I've got, I believe, 4 eBay purchases here. Now, 3 of them were pretty cool. One of them was pretty much just an overall disappointment. So I'll show the good ones first. This one here is another one of the Wii RPGs that I had on my list to get. I think I paid, it was under $20 shipped for this. I was willing to pay $20 for it. I think I got it for like 19 something shipped. And that is a copy of Phantom Brave, We Meet Again for the Wii. And this one was cool. It actually comes with this slipcover here. I wanted to make sure I found a copy that had the slipcover. And then here's the game disc and the manual in wonderful shape. And then actually it also includes a digital art disc, which I thought was pretty cool. Obviously a physical art book probably would have been cooler, but at least they threw something in there. And this auction actually came with this Phantom Brave guide here. Now, I don't think the Wii version ever had a guide. The seller of the auction had mentioned that this guide was actually for the PS2 version of the game, which I believe is pretty similar. I doubt they're exactly the same, obviously, but this was pretty much just a bonus. Like I said, I was willing to pay $20 for the game, and I got this auction for under $20 shipped, and it just included the guide. So that was a cool little bonus there. So moving on to another one of the Wii RPGs that I had on my list. Now this was the one that I was most concerned about getting, not because it was the one the one I most wanted, but it was the one that I figured I was going to have the hardest time finding for a decent price. So I saw this one pop up for like a buy it now. It was like $27.99 plus a couple dollars shipping, so about $30 shipped for a complete copy of Sakura Wars: So Long My Love for the Wii. And open this up real quick. It is complete. The manual has a little bit of some bending on the corners and stuff, but it's not bad. And I looked up some gameplay of this, and I gotta be honest, it looks pretty strange. From what I got out of it, it's like half dating simulation and like half RPG. So I don't know if any of you ever played like Sprung or anything like for like the DS, but that's like a full-on like dating simulator where like you interact with other characters. They give you a list of you pick what you want to say, and it's kind of just like a sequence of events kind of thing. And that's what this kind of looked like. And then the other half of the game looked like it was more like like an RPG. So I don't know how into this game I'm going to be able to get, but like I said, I am happy to pick it up. I'm glad that I found it for a decent price anyway. So cross that one off the list. I don't really think I have too many more RPGs I need to get. I need all the Final Fantasy games still, but I'm less concerned about getting those. I figure that those will be a little bit easier to find than games like this. So anyway, moving on to this next purchase here, again on eBay. This was actually a newly listed buy it now. I was just scrolling through them one night, and this popped up. And it's for a system that I don't openly collect for, but I really couldn't pass up this deal. I think it was a buy it now of like $25. It was some odd price. I think it was like $25.49 free shipping or something like that. And I quickly looked up the game because I'd never really heard of it before, and I saw that the cartridge onlys were selling. I've seen them go upwards of $25 more consistently. They were like $15-20, but I also saw the box and manual only sell for $25 a couple times. So I figured $25 for the complete copy was a pretty sweet deal, and that was a complete copy of Survival Kids for the Game Boy Color. And it's in pretty nice shape. The box has a little bit of wear on this corner down here specifically, and just some shelf wear and stuff, but overall it's pretty good. And I was actually surprised. I thought it was going to be one of those clear Game Boy Color cartridges, but it actually is one of these black cartridges, which I do collect, I guess. If I get one of these black cartridges that I don't have, I pick it up in some kind of deal or whatever, I usually hang on to it. So it was cool to see that it was one of these black cartridges. And then it came with the manual, and I think the registration and precaution stuff is in here too. So for $25, I thought that was a pretty good deal. I'm probably going to end up hanging on to it. So like I said, it looks like a really cool game. It's a Konami title, so I'm assuming it's probably pretty decent. But if anyone knows any further information in regards to gameplay on this game, definitely let me know. I'll probably be trying it out eventually anyway. So $25 for that. And now moving on to the disappointing purchase. Now, this is a complete-in-box Super Nintendo game that I've been after for a very long time now. It very rarely ever pops up on eBay in good condition for a good price. So, and I've never actually seen it anywhere else complete anyway. So when I saw this one pop up, I decided I had to hop right on it. The listing was pretty vague, though. It was listed in very good condition. The description actually confirmed that it was in very good condition, but said see pictures, for details. And there was only 2 pictures. It was just a picture of the front of everything, the cart box and manual, and then a picture of the back of everything. And something about the box just really didn't look right to me. But the price was cheap enough that I figured I could take a chance on it. I think I won the auction for like $41 and $4 for shipping, so it was about $45 shipped. And that was for a complete in-box copy of Rock and Roll Racing on the Super Nintendo. Now, like I said, something about this box just didn't look right to me. And when I unboxed this, my suspicions were unfortunately confirmed. So here's one end of the box, and here's the other end of the box. So I immediately knew when I saw that that was not the original end of the box, and sure enough, if you check it out, it appears that at some point this back flap here got completely ripped off. I'm sure you guys can see where it was ripped right there, and someone had apparently replaced it with this black piece of cardboard, which it looks better than a gaping hole, but the box is still, the tab is still ripped off the box, and I don't even know how they did this, honestly. I haven't even been able to get this piece of cardboard out, so I don't know if it's like glued in there or what. But yeah, so as soon as I unboxed this, I immediately messaged the seller and I said, hey, you listed it in very good condition. One of the ends of the box is completely ripped off. Is there any way I can get compensated for this? And they messaged me back pretty quick. They were cool about it. Said that they, hadn't realized it was actually damaged until they were getting ready to ship it. So I don't know why he didn't say anything to me then. But he said I could return it for a full refund, or I could, he would work out some kind of, partial refund for the condition of the box. I think I asked for like $15 back on the deal, and I think he said 10. I think he ended up sending me like $12.50 or something like that. So obviously disappointing that I still don't have the game complete. I really have no desire to keep this box, so I'll have to find a new box. But here's the cartridge with the holder there. The cartridge is in pretty nice shape, no rips or tears or anything like that. And then the manual. And actually, I think the registration card was in here as well, and the precaution stuff. So I think I'll be able to flip the cartridge and this beat-up box and at least get my money back, especially after the refund. And I'll end up with this stuff for free. Obviously, it's a lot of work to go through to just get a free manual and some registration cards and stuff. But at least I didn't get totally screwed on the deal. I got something back for it. So still looking out for a box on that one, unfortunately. But anyway, that was all the eBay stuff I had to show. Now, like I said, I have some Spyglass footage from the thrift stores, and it kind of got a little bit of a story to go along with it. Sure enough, the first time that I bring the camera glasses to the Goodwill and actually find something, I end up shutting them off before I ended up finding any of the games or anything, because I had walked to the electronics section with them on, saw that there was nothing there, walked over to the media section. They hadn't even put out any new CDs or discs or anything like that, so I just shut the glasses off. And on the way out of the store, I just took one last shot in the dark at one smaller DVD rack that's at the end of a clothing aisle, and sure enough, there was a stack of Gamecube games sitting there, and a pretty nice stack of Gamecube games. So I'm going to roll that footage right now. Actually, I should probably clear one more thing up. The footage you're about to see might be a little bit crude. I'm still getting used to how the camera glasses work and stuff. I mean, it seems pretty self-explanatory. Whatever I'm looking at supposedly should be what I'm filming, but the camera is actually a little bit above eye level. So what that means is I have to really exaggerate when I look down to get what I'm physically looking at in frame. and I've been trying to like wear the glasses like a little bit lower on my nose and stuff to pick up, you know, everything the way I see it, but I'm still getting used to it. So like I said, the footage you're about to see is a little bit crude, but I promise I'm working on it, and hopefully next time it will be a little bit better. But anyway, check it out. Shut the glasses off, guys, and look what I find. Crazy. Let's check these out back here. Not even in the DVD section at all. Check these out. I don't know what that is. Got Winway. That one's good. Twilight Princess.
Keep going, I'm thinking of you.
It's all good, no worries.
Thank you.
Scratched.
Did you just say bitch?
What's that?
I heard you say bitch.
Oh no, sorry, no, I was just commenting on the disc with a little scratch there.
Oh my god, sorry. One of them days, you know.
So ideally, you guys were able to see which games I ended up picking up. So I'll go through these a little bit quicker and just talk about them real quick. The first one I got here was Mario Power Tennis, and actually all these games that I picked up were complete and were in really nice shape for the most part. I really can't complain about any of the discs. So this one was cool to pick up. I do think I have this game already, but I've never played the GameCube one. I've played the N64 Mario Tennis more recently, and I used to play that one all the time when I was younger, but I haven't tried this one out yet. I'm assuming it's got to be pretty good. I mean, the N64 one was pretty amazing, so this should be more of the same, I'm hoping. So I'll try this one out. The next one I got here was Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. And this was one of the ones I was debating passing on. They charge $4 for the GameCube game, so I know this game's not worth a whole lot more than $4, but it's still a Final Fantasy game on the GameCube. I know a lot of die-hard Final Fantasy fans don't really like to consider this one part of the actual series. I haven't heard the greatest things about this game. I heard it's just incredibly different from all the other Final Fantasy games, and I do already have this one, so this is another double, but just decided to pick it up. So this one here is probably the one that I'm most excited to get out of the lot, even though it's not the most valuable game that I got by any means, but it's Harvest Moon: Another Wonderful Life. And I believe this one was just the sequel, or I guess you can't really call it a sequel, but to Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. And as far as I know, this one you play as a female character, and I'm sure there's other differences as well. Like I'm sure the characters you can date in this game are male, I would assume, anyway, and I'm sure there's some other differences in it as well. But this one, I would be willing to bet, is probably the hardest one to find out of all the games that I picked up, even though it's not the most expensive game. I think it's probably like 10 or 15 bucks, but it's just one that I knew I was going to have a harder time finding. I can't imagine it sold that well. I can't imagine, I don't even know if Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life sold that well on the GameCube, but I think that was the only game I ever pre-ordered, was Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life on the GameCube, oddly enough. I just could not wait for that game to come out, and I never played that game through to its entirety. I don't know, something about the N64 one. I just got used to that one, and I couldn't adapt to the GameCube version. But very happy to get this one. I believe I have all the Harvest Moon games on the GameCube now. Like I said, I had Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life since day one, pretty much, and I picked up Magical Melody when we were down at Rock USA, I think, and now I got this one. So I believe that's all of them on the GameCube. So happy to complete that collection. And next up, we got Mario Party 7. I believe I've found a Mario Party 7 before at the Goodwill. I can't remember 100%, but nevertheless, cool to pick that one up for $4. And then on to the last two, probably the best two that I got. The first one here, Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, and it's player's choice, but I've already got the game Black Label, and like I said, this was complete and in a really nice shape. So for $4, I mean, what really more can you say? That was an awesome deal there. And then finally, this one here, the best one I got, I would say, would be Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. And I was actually really excited to see this because, like I said, the disc was in really good shape, and actually the copy that I had, the disc wasn't bad. Like, it would have played fine and everything. And every time I looked at it, though, I was like, I got to get this resurfaced. But then I couldn't really justify it. I was like, it's not that bad. It's not worth paying to have it resurfaced. It'll obviously play. I'll just wait till I find a better condition one to upgrade it. And sure enough, Goodwill comes in clutch. So I'll be switching this disc out with mine, and I'll end up having a double on that one. But like I said, it was a disc upgrade for me, and maybe even a case upgrade as well. So very, very cool there. One of the better scores I've had from the Goodwill in a while. I haven't found GameCube games there in quite some time, but nice little refresher there. And then moving on to the last find, I've got some thrift store footage from the St. Vinny's for you guys to check out. Again, might be a little bit crude, but I'm working on it, so check it out.
That was insurance? Yeah, it was high. Go out there, the car with the stars, you go out there and got a flat tire. You're going down the road and the tire breaks.
This right here, you time it right, you get out in a nice warm bus.
Right.
You're standing out there.
Like going out.
$3.34. It's like new.
Okay, here's the PS2 that I picked up here. I had a first-party memory card in it, and actually, you guys might have seen in the video footage, it actually had a controller plugged into it. It was just like a cheapo third-party controller, and it actually had its own price tag on it, so I just unplugged that and just bought the system. And I was so surprised at the price on this. $3.34. Now, I can't tell you how many PS2s I've bought from this local St. Vincent de Paul for like $14.95. Sometimes they come with a cord or two, but that's it. And that's why I was so surprised to see this one for less than $4. And it's in beautiful shape. This is like one of the best looking PS2s I've ever seen. There isn't even like a scratch on it. So I'm assuming it works fine and stuff. But I was amazed to see that for $3.34. So anyway, I believe that's all I had to show for this pickup video. Again, if you guys don't see any spyglass footage in maybe the next few videos, it's just because I'm trying to conserve the life of them. I'm not going to be bringing them out with me every day or whatever. But when come garage sale season, they will be getting plenty of use. I promise you guys that. So anyway, thanks for sticking around and checking out the whole video. And until next time, take care.